Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Kyrie Irving rocked incredible fan-gifted sneakers in game against Lakers. Kyrie Irving is a man of the people, accepting a fan's gift of some ANTA sneakers which he then wore for the Dallas Mavericks game against the Los Angeles Lakers. The one thing NBA players never have a shortage of is sneakers. With their million-dollar contracts and collaborations, every brand in the world is trying to get NBA players to wear their sneakers during a game. But this one fan saw that become reality with a pair of custom ANTA shoes for Dallas Mavericks point guard Kyrie Irving. Irving received the shoes from a fan before their game against the Los Angeles Lakers and wound up wearing them to a fantastic performance, albeit in a 99-107 loss. The Mavericks have confirmed that these shoes were in fact the ones Irving had been gifted, as they're the ones who shared this video on TikTok. It's a wonderful gesture by Irving, who has been incredibly appreciative of fans in his career, but especially over the last few seasons. Irving dropped 35 points, 12 to 27 FG, with 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks while rocking these custom shoes, so they clearly held up to their end of the bargain. It's also a great endorsement of the products ANTA sells off the shelf, as this fan likely just bought the shoe and customized it before Irving used them in a high-stakes NBA game. Irving's empathy with fans has been on full display recently. The Mavericks guard was in the face of a media storm when the franchise traded Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. The organization has shared multiple negative facts about Doncic to try and justify the trade, even editing him out of highlight packages to get the fans to move on. Instead of vilifying Dallas fans, Irving shared an incredibly sympathetic response to the Doncic trade and how the fans are justified in being as heartbroken as they are. I think it has graduated from hate to anger. And the passion. You gotta give credit to Dallas fans, they've really cheered, not only for Luka but for the Mavericks, for some odd years. This is their community team. It's just like I felt a way when the New Jersey Nets moved to Brooklyn. Even when J-Kidd was on the Nets and he got traded, I was mad at J-Kidd for a while as a young fan. It's just part of human nature and this journey in the NBA business. Just the engagement we have with the fans. We have young fans, we have older fans who have been cheering for everybody. So you just gotta give everybody grace. To see emotions come out over basketball, it shows that basketball is not just a game to people, it's a spiritual experience. Mavericks Anthony Davis doesn't buy that no one knew about Luka Doncic trade. Nearly 1 month has passed ever since the Dallas Mavericks decided to trade away Luka Doncic, the 25-year-old star that led them to the NBA Finals last season, to the Los Angeles Lakers for a package headlined by Anthony Davis, and yet the discussion surrounding this bombshell turn of events has not yet died down, not even for a little bit. Everyone was caught off guard by this. There were already rumblings that the Mavericks were not very pleased with how Doncic handling his body, but no one ever thought that those concerns were serious enough to warrant such a drastic move. And the fact that the Mavs and Lakers were sworn to secrecy regarding trade talks, that continues to confound the mind. Davis, however, doesn't believe that trade discussions between the Mavericks and the Lakers were as clandestine as those involved would have everyone believe. Everybody's saying nobody knew and all this other ***T. I just don't believe it, Davis told Broderick Turner of the Los Angeles Times. According to reports, not too many people other than Nico Harrison and Rob Pelinka, general managers of the Mavericks and Lakers, respectively, knew about the impending Doncic-Davis bombshell that was going to stun the entire sporting world. And this tracks. There were no leaks whatsoever that a deal of the sort was in the works, because if word got out, teams would have flooded Harrison's phone in an attempt to be the highest bidder for Doncic's services. Nonetheless, Davis, regardless of what he wants to believe, is just looking forward to be as impactful as he can be for the Mavericks once he returns from a groin injury. But, hey man, I'm past that. I'm ready to move forward with Dallas, try to get a championship there with these guys. First off, getting back on the floor and get ready to compete. All the emotions, that ***T lasted that night when it was just a shock, Davis added. Discussions surrounding blockbuster trades usually revolve around what it means for the futures of the franchises involved. Many believe that the Mavericks messed up by trading away Luka Doncic when he didn't request a trade in the first place. But this turn of events has shown that the human impact on trades goes beyond what meets the public eye. Doncic, in particular, has made it clear that he loves being with the Mavericks and that Dirk Nowitzki, a close friend of his, is someone he would want to emulate. He was even pondering the purchase of a new house in Dallas in the weeks prior to his trade to the Lakers. That's how entrenched he was in the community. Meanwhile, Davis has done nothing but produce ever since the Lakers traded for him in 2019. He is very close with LeBron James. In fact, Davis was teammates with James for longer than James was with both Dwayne Wade, 4 seasons, and Kyrie Irving, 3. But now, Davis has no choice but to move forward with his new reality. I moved on. I got a wife and kids to worry about, you know what I'm saying? And I'm figuring out how I'm going to get them to Dallas and get adjusted to that, Davis said. Klay Thompson makes honest Luka Doncic statement after Mavs-Lakers game. On Tuesday evening, Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks lost to the Lakers by a score of 107-99 in Los Angeles. Despite the loss, Thompson had a good game, finishing with 22 points while shooting 5 out of 10 from the three-point range. After the game, he was asked about going up against Luka Doncic for the first time since the blockbuster trade. Thompson, it was strange. He's a competitive guy, and so are we. It was fun to battle. It was strange at first, but once you run up and down the court a couple times, it's just another basketball game. Anytime you face someone who did as much as Luka did for us, there's gonna be emotions involved. Thompson signed with the Mavs over the summer, so he only got to play with Doncic for a short stint. Many people had thought that Thompson would have been an excellent complement to Doncic in the 2025 NBA playoffs. With the loss, the Mavs dropped to 31-28 in 59 games, which has them as the 9th seed in the Western Conference. They have gone 5-5 over their last 10, and are in the middle of a 2-game losing streak. Following the Lakers, the Mavs will play their next game on Thursday when they host the Charlotte Hornets. Thompson was the 11th pick in the 2011 NBA draft out of Washington State. He spent the first 13 years of his career with the Golden State Warriors. And you fan? What do you think of Klay Thompson's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.